Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. I'm going to be playing Bonder's Ornament in Ashnod's Altar Tron. Ashnod's Altar sacrifices Myr Retriever for an infinite loop, making infinite golems, infinite mana, infinite colored mana, infinite draw your deck, kill your opponent with Pactdoll Terror. This deck is pretty sweet. It churns hard. Sometimes it can be a little bit slow if you can't find your Tron, but we do have Candy Trail, Crop Rotation, and Ancient Stirrings to try to make that happen. Plus, Ancient Stirrings can get the unfathomable truths. So the idea is that Bonder's Ornament maybe gives us a little bit of late game grind power against control decks. Let's see if it works. I'll see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, match one. Here we go. We're on the draw. All right, I think this is a solid hand. We can play out the Chromatic Star and use Ancient Stirrings or Eviscer's Insight. Opponent is playing blue cards. Island could be a Spell Pierce. I'll play mine and pass. I'd love to develop the Chromatic Star, but I don't really want to get it pierced. They have Boomerang in their deck. That's not great for me. But luckily they milled one. Plays an Island. So we'll just play out our land. They probably will have a counterspell available. We found Tron. They cycle a Lorien Revealed and Thought Scour. Mills Dispel and a Brainstorm. They go Delver of Secrets. That means this turn, I'll have Tron, but we're going to start getting clocked here. Play Tower, I will attempt this Golem Foundry. This should eat a counterspell, if they have one. I'll attempt a Chromatic Star. They could always Boomerang the Golem Foundry, I guess. They don't do anything, so maybe they're just holding Soft Permission. Crack for green, I'll go Ancient Stirrings. We drew a Weather the Storm, and they'll counterspell the Ancient Stirrings. Okay, I don't understand, but maybe they are next leveling me. They flip on a Lorien Revealed. Gets in for 3. Maybe their goal was to keep me off of colored sources. They have 4 mana. All their terrors only just cost a single mana. Chooses to Boomerang the Golem Foundry. Alright, we will play the Golem Foundry. Play Swamp, I guess, and then attempt a Bonder's Ornament. So I have the answer to Spell Pierce. And then I guess I'm just going to Weather the Storm. Gaining 12 is a solid amount here. So let's see if the Bonder's Ornament will gain me any card advantage in a way that's worth it. So far, we don't have that much going on. 2 Boomerangs down, so the 2 are left. I would have expected Boomerang on the tower. Slams a Lorien Revealed. We can just draw a card. Or we can Conduit Pylons first. Let's Conduit Pylons first. Stirrings on top. We will draw the Stirrings. Then I'll go green, cast Stirrings. Finding another Golem Foundry or the Unfathomable Truths. It kind of stinks to play the Truths, but I think I take actually the Expedition map because this draws me a card. Play the Expedition map, and then I will sacrifice the Expedition map and draw 2 cards. We drew more lands. Not really where you want to be. I've got the Bonder's Ornament to draw with, though. I'll probably have to play the Tower on this turn to try and, take their Boomerang targets away. They get in for 3. I'll go back to 23. Thought Scouring themselves, milling double Island. Thought Scouring me. I mill a Chromatic Star and a map. They haven't been, I guess they maybe Thought Scoured me because they're afraid to mill a Terror at this point when they haven't found a Terror yet. It could just be Delver.deck. I will attempt to draw a card. Okay, that resolves. Let's attempt an Ashnod's Altar. Resolves. So we can now Eviscer's Insight sacrificing the Golem if we want to. Which probably, if they tap out, we can do that. They're getting in for 3. So far, the Bonder's Ornament has drawn me 2 cards. That's very good. Plays a Cryptic Serpent, 4 cards in hand. Don't have to put the Golem on the table. I will draw another card. We draw Weather the Storm. Play out the Tower. Actually, I messed up there, right? I should be playing my other Tron lands, but I guess prioritizing Tower is fine. They're getting in. I will make a Golem. And then this Golem will block the 6/5. Spend 5 mana to sacrifice and hopefully draw 2 cards. Let's find out. They use a Dispel. Okay. Got anything else? Plays a land. Let's play another Weather. See if they have a Spell Pierce for one of the copies. We're back to 26. I have a Chromatic Sphere. Don't really want to hit that with a Eviscer's Insight. Let's draw using black, making black. All right, we have a crop rotation. So let's go green and crop rotation my swamp. Trying to get another conduit pylons. Grab the pylons. This checks the top of the deck. I'll take the chromatic star. We will draw a card with the Bonder's Ornament. Play the chromatic star. Get a counter on the Golem Foundry. Make a power plant. Use my insight to sacrifice the star. Looking to draw another 3 cards if I can. Draw 1 card as a swamp. And we draw the Myr Retriever. So I can play Myr Retriever. I have no Wellsprings in my deck, right? I do not. Sacrifice Myr Retriever. Get back a chromatic star. Play a chromatic star. Now I'm going to sacrifice the chromatic star for blue. So I can cast my Unfathomable Truths. Let's cast that. Resolves. Play out Candy Trail. That resolves. More trails on top. I'll just take them. Let's sacrifice the spawn to the altar. Cast the Energy Refractor. Okay, we make another Golem. Draw a card. Play the Candy Trail. I know one of the trails is on top, so I want to keep it probably. This is where they spell pierce. They have a Force Spike. I will just sacrifice. Pay for the Force Spike. I'll put the map on the bottom, trail on top. That's the turn. That was a pretty big turn. Storm is 11. When it boomerangs the Golem Foundry. I was F6 there, which was a mistake. If I had not been F6, I would have been able to make a Golem. They get in for 9. We'll play the Golem Foundry again. See, they probably have Counterspell now. They did not have a Counterspell. Play another Candy Trail. Refractor, Insight. I'll top both of these because I can sacrifice the Refractor to the Insight. Play the Refractor. We'll draw the Insight. We'll make black. Sacrifice the Refractor to draw some cards. Find Pactdoll Terror. I'll play out the Pactdoll Terror. Okay, so we're pinging our opponent now. I'll make black here off the Bonder's Ornament. Blood Fountain makes 2, so another 2 pings. Nice. And then let's draw off the Candy Trail. Finding another Golem Foundry. But our opponent showed us 4 spikes, so let's just discard a card. Finding Stirrings. We've seen most of the deck. There's only 18 cards left. It feels like it's churning pretty well, but my opponent hasn't run very hot either. They only had 2 threats. They did have triple boomerang, but they used them on some other stuff. Opponent said that they're a Patreon member. Thank you very much, Elegant95. So here, we need the 4 Nile Spell Bombs. Don't really need the Pactdoll Terror. I want the Fengen Marauders. Because they're a mono blue deck, the Fengen Marauder can go over the top of them. I can cut down one of my Ashnod's altars. I think I can cut the crop rotations. And then the thing is, do I want to cut 2 of the Weather Storms? I will try it. Or we can cut 1 Stirrings and 1 Weather. Just kind of split the difference on the life gain. The other option would be to cut a Sphere. Maybe that's better. Alright, this hand seems fine. We have multiple Stirrings. We have Candy Trail for looks. Opponent not representing Force Spike this turn. And we happen to draw a Tron land, so turn 3 Tron into Candy Trail is going to be the play. Looks like I have mismatched Ancient Stirrings on accident. They reveal a Lorien Revealed. It's a little bit too much. Revealing reveals. What? Okay, power plants. We'll try Candy Trail. Opponent counterspells the Candy Trail. They get in for 3. Back to 14. No boomerang here. Going to Expedition Map for my pylons. Just giving me more looks. A colored source on top would be great. Myr Retriever we can put into the graveyard, I think. Maybe not. I'll keep that on top. If I keep it on top, it might incentivize them to mill me. Then they wouldn't have a terror. They mill themselves, milling Tolarian Terror. Plays a mental note. Milling Thoughtscour Island. So terrors are now full discount. I'm at 11. Here comes a Cryptic Serpent. Let's start with the land. Cast a Stirrings. I guess I'm taking the Spellbomb. I'll play Spellbomb. And they annul. Steel Sabotage. I'll play Myr Retriever. Myr Retriever. Passing the turn. So I have like chumps forever if they don't disrupt my Myr Retriever loop now. Block and return the Nile Spellbomb. Or the Candy Trail. They have so much in the graveyard. I think I'm going to take the Candy Trail. They play Cryptic Serpent. We'll go Candy Trail. They'll allow it. Don't want lands. I will bottom and bottom. Draw a card. I'll make green. Attempt an Ancient Stirrings. I can take Bonder's Ornament. Alright, I'll take the Bonder's Ornament. And then play land. Play Bonder's Ornament. I'm close to dead. I guess if they have any interaction like a boomerang or a force spike, or I mean, they discard they put a force spike in the graveyard with a mental note. If they have a boomerang, I'm dead here. I didn't think that one through. Getting in, I will block. And I'll attempt to eviscerate his insight. Sacrifice. Turn Myr Retriever. No force spike. We find a candy trail. We take 9 damage. Another Cryptic Serpent. Seems like they just have nothing. But maybe they're waiting on that last thing. Let's play Nile Spellbomb. Play Candy Trail. I have to bottom both of these here. We will target you. I don't think I can win unless I find a... Alright, let's gain 3 draw. I'll concede. I'm going to get rid of the spheres. Put the weather back in. Put the stirrings back in. Or maybe I don't want the stirrings, I just want the crops. Take the stirrings. Okay. This hand looks okay. We're getting through a force spike on turn 1. I can maybe... So Candy Trail sees land Bonder's Ornament. We'll top both. Put in place an island. I'll just draw a card, which draws me the Bonder's Ornament. They didn't do anything. They didn't have a mental note in hand, huh? They passed the turn. I'll play a Chromatic Star. Land, play a Chromatic Star. They just have double force spike. They steal sabotage my Chromatic Star. Okay. Brainstorms. I like this brainstorm. It's pretty cool. Plays an island. We draw a Viscer's Insight. I think I'm going to go green. Try to cast the Stirrings to find a land. Cast Ancient Stirrings. If they counterspell here, then I get to play the Bonner's Ornament, which I think is a fine setup. Pass. Thought Scours themselves. Milling counterspell and force spike. Cycles a Lorien. Plays island into Cryptic Serpent. I will start with this Unexpected Truths, Unfathomable Truths. Play Power Plant. Let's put the Golem Foundry on the table. They get in for 6. I'll go to 17. 5 cards in hand. Multiple counterspells are gone, so is it just a snake heavy hand? My turn. Play Myr Retriever. Will they counterspell? Steal Sabotage. Play a Myr Retriever. They use a counterspell. That's definitely a bummer. So now I feel like I have to Viscer's Insight, sacrificing my Golem Foundry. Play Expedition Map. And then we'll go Weather the Storm. They have 11 power on the table, so it's a few turns before they can kill me. They get in for 11. I go to 27. They Thought Scour me. I have a Ashnod's Altar in the graveyard. They play a Delver. I'll play out a Nile Spellbomb. Definitely going to Spellbomb you. Draw Weather the Storm. Attempt to draw off the Expedition Map, sacrificing it. Find a Candy Trail. Play Candy Trail. Vanguard Marauder on top, Golem Foundry on top. I want both of these. And then I'll just draw off of the Bonner's Ornament. Although maybe I should have left the Vanguard Marauder on to be the one I was going to draw. What will the Delver flip on? They doesn't flip. So they get in for 12, putting me to 15. We'll make green. Cast Vanguard Marauder. And then draw a card, gaining 8 life. Play Expedition Map. Crack that for a Pylons so I can get the Ancient Stirrings going. Pylons. Let's check the top of the deck. It's a Nile Spellbomb. So I guess I will top and then play Golem Foundry. Back to 28. That's good. So this coming turn, I have Spellbomb, target you. They have a null. They get in for 14. Will they just aggro annul the Nile Spellbomb? Let's find out. Looks like no. Target you with the Spellbomb to draw a card. Gaining 5 life. We have an Viscer's Insight. Make green, cast Ancient Stirrings. Another Pylons. Okay. Play the Pylons. Graveyard the tower. I will draw a card with the Bonder's Ornament. So Bonder's Ornament's still looking pretty solid. Play Candy Trail. Will this one resolve? This is a lot of life. Okay, nice. It does. They're gonna allow it. They have a null in hand. I'm not sure what they're waiting on specifically. We're going to bottom 2 lands. Draw a card. Multiple Eviscerators. Attack in. Cast Weather. Okay, come on. Opponent's at 15. They get in for 14 again. I'm at 25. Plays a land. Maybe they're just chilling on nothing. Okay, Chromatic Star. That's good. That allows me to have multiple things to sacrifice. It hits the table. No, they're going to annul. Alright, I will make a Golem. Sacrifice the Golem. Attempt to draw some cards. They counterspell. I will draw a card. Play an Expedition Map. Attempt to draw cards again. We ran them out of action. Let's play this Expedition Map and get in for 5. I wonder what the last card in their hand is. Probably an island or a creature. Yeah. So the way that I can get back my altar is by getting a Blood Fountain, double Myr Retriever, then sacrificing Retriever for Blood Fountain, sacrificing Retriever for altar. One is a 10. They'll attack for 14. Going to 21. 2 cards in hand. Okay, second ornament. Gives me another creature. I like it. Let's Eviscerate's Insight, sacrifice the map. 26 life. Another Fangren. Alright, green, 1, 2, and 6. Play Fangren Marauder. Land. Get in for 5. So I'm probably just going to draw off the Bonder's Ornament by using my... Yeah, I have 5 mana. I have 4 mana plus ornaments. Or I could play the Unfathomable Truths. The Mental Note, Milling a Terror, and Force Spike. Gets in with just the Insectile Apparition. Plays a Cryptic. We'll put a Golem on the table. I'll attempt to cast the Unfathomable Truths. They haven't shown me... Okay. We have Myr Retriever. I'll play out Candy Trail first. I think they probably are holding a counterspell for the Myr Retriever. Find out. Bottom and top the Energy Refractor. Draw. Go to 33. Every artifact is plus 10 life. Energy Refractor. There's some concern about decking. We draw the Blood Fountain. So I will attempt to cast the Myr Retriever. They have the Steel Sabotage, and now I will attempt to cast the Blood Fountain, which they didn't have double counterspell for. So now I can Blood Fountain, return Retriever, Retriever, and then play Retriever, sacrifice it, get the altar, play the Retriever. I probably just have to sacrifice it for the Blood Fountain. I don't want to deck out though. How many? They have 1 card in hand. They've used 2 Thought Scours. When it says GG, Elegant 95. See everybody in round 2. Round 2, we're on the play. I've been bitten by a 1-land hand too many times. I will mulligan. Okay, we have mine, pylons. I think I keep, and then I can put back mine or the pylons. I'm probably better off keeping the pylons around. Put back the mine. I'll lead on a Chromatic Star. One has a Great Furnace. Don't know if they're Affinity. Going to go green. Draw a card. Weatherstorm. Ancient Stirrings. We find Energy Refractor. The rest of the stuff, like I would like both of these cards, Golem Foundry, Unfathomable Truths, but I can't keep them. We'll check the top of the deck, looking for lands. Tower on top. Play Candy Trail. We know there's a tower. We will bottom the ornament, top the tower. Opponent cycles. Oh boy. Plays a land. I don't know if I can beat this deck here. How do I win? I try to draw a card. Okay, play Chromatic Sphere. The only way I can really feasibly win is if I draw into Tron land plus Myr Retriever, and then I can make infinite life. Opponent cycles Horror of the Broken Lands. Plays out a Lotus Petal. And cycles Dran Stinger. Not sure why they played the Petal. Okay, I will attempt to draw into a Tron land. Let's play Crack for green. We have a Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail. We'll just bottom these 2 stars. Play out a Myr Retriever. They might not go for it this turn. I would still have to draw a land. They double cycle on their turn. 8 cards in hand. Plays Vault of Whispers. Dark Ritual. Plays Page. Discards and finds Songs of the Damned. They pass the turn. Okay, we found infinite life. Altar. Sacrifice the Retriever. Get back a sphere. Okay. They conceded. I told them that I had it. I try to reveal my hand. Phew, that was scary. We probably want the Grudges and the Spell Bombs. Don't need the Weather Storm. Even though that worked, I will cut the Pactdoll Terror. I will cut the Bonder's Ornaments as they are slow. And all I want to do... maybe that doesn't make sense. I wonder if I should bring in something like the Fangren Marauder and then cut the Truths. Maybe it should just be the Weathers. Cut the Fangren. Oh, yeah, it should be the Weathers probably. They can't beat infinite life. We have turn 3 Tron. They kept 7. I'm going to keep it and see what happens. I know it's risky. They go Vault of Whispers. We'll play out a star. 1 cycle. They play a land and pass. Play Power Plant. I'll play a Sphere. And then I will crack the Sphere for green. We draw a Retriever. Ancient Stirrings. We're looking for Altar Retriever. I'll take the Candy Trail. 1 in cycles. And cycle some more. So they have 3 creatures in the graveyard. If they have a solid hand, they could probably turn 3 me. Cycles a Street Wraith. Plays a Barrenmoor. We found the Spell Bomb. So let's play Candy Trail. The thing about the Spell Bomb is that you want to use it aggressively because otherwise Yeah, Fang and Marauder and a Sphere. All right, I'm going to go top and top. I don't know why I put the Fang and Marauder on the top there. That didn't make sense. So let's draw a card. Play Nihil Spellbomb. Spellbomb targeting you. Make black. And then pay. We can't give them priority before putting the Spellbomb on the table. And then I'll play out the Myr Retriever. They couldn't go off yet, and we just got rid of 4 of their creatures. But they put 2 more in the graveyard. Cycle again. Plays a Great Furnace. They're passing. We have an Ancient Grudge. So I can go Refractor, draw a card, finding a Spellbomb, play a Spellbomb, target you, pay the black. Oops. Excellent, chose green, red, pay the black. If I had Bojuka Bog, I could crop for Bojuka Bog. I can get in for 1, and then I can like kill my Myr Retriever just to get a Spellbomb back. I don't know if that's that good. I'll play Chromatic Sphere. Make red. We have another Retriever. Grudge my Myr Retriever and get back the Spellbomb. And then I'll just play Myr Retriever. They bargain. They're going to Roan's Grim Search, sacrificing their Great Furnace. So there is a chance that they could win this turn. It seems unlikely. We've gotten rid of a large amount of their creatures. 7 creatures. So they probably have like 14 left in the deck. They put 2 Street Wraiths in the graveyard. So all four spells went to the all 4 cards went to the graveyard. I don't know what they're looking for specifically. Cycles of Antisaur and a Baronmoor. They have 1 Great Furnace in the graveyard. They play out a Great Furnace. Cycles Drannith Stinger. So they have to kind of go for it because they know I have the Nihil Spellbomb in hand. I'm not afraid to use it. I'll use it immediately. Okay, I guess not. First I'm going to Crop Rotation my plant and grab a tower. Then I'm going to play a Fang and Marauder. Then I'll play a Nihil Spellbomb. Bracket targeting you. Gain 5 life. I don't know how I'm surviving this. They're going to like Song Dark Ritual and then get back their creatures. Okay. So should I just not pay the 1? I think I should pay. They lost a Reap in the Graves. Then we'll play a Nihil Spellbomb. And then I'll just make a green and blow up your Vault of Whispers and get in for 1. Trying to limit their mana. It looks like I'm going to try to win with just this Fang and Marauder here. That's crazy. And they do have the Siege Smash. We gain 5 life. Cannot pay. They cycle Street Wraith. Another Street Wraith. They're at 10. Plays Great Furnace. Cycles a Carabid. And they use their mana to cycle the Stinger. So if they don't play a Lotus Petal, they're going to lose all of these things. Because we just drew the Eviscerer's Insight. They have a Lotus Petal. 4 creatures in the graveyard. They crack. We go to 43. Plays a Songs for 4 mana. Cycles. Another cycle. Down to 1 mana available. They have a lot of creatures in the graveyard. GG. GG Manos Grande. I don't know how I took that, but we'll see everybody in round 3. Round 3 versus Shunzera. Let's see how we can do. Okay, I think this hand is good. We have a land. We can Stirrings to try to find Tron. Or, you know, more color sources. One mulligans to 5. Mist Vault Bridge. Mulliganing to 5 on Affinity. Interesting. I'll play Sphere. The deck does feel better when you have more 1-drops. Okay, it could be the Grixis deck. It could just be Affinity. It looks like it's Affinity. I play a Blood Fountain. We'll make a green. We draw a map. So I can Stirrings. If I find Power Plant, I don't have to play the map. I'll just take the Myr Retriever. Play land. Play Expedition Map. This is a Nihil Spellbomb deck. They play a Thoughtcast. We should have a good game 1 against them, and a really good game 2 because of the double Grudge and the multiple Fang and Marauders. Refurbished Familiar gets rid of an Ancient Stirrings. Okay, map. I'll grab the Power Plant, play the Power Plant, play Candy Trail. Okay, nice, good cards. We'll top Refractor, top the energy, the Myr Retriever. So we go Golem Foundry into Refractor into maybe Pylons or just draw a card. They play a Myr Enforcer out. So they don't seem like they have the Spellbomb just yet. Play the Golem Foundry. We'll play out the Energy Refractor, which draws me the Myr Retriever. Draw a card. Play Conduit Pylons. Check the top. Stirrings. I think I will Graveyard and then just try in Stirrings for an altar. I'll take the tower just because it's the most mana, and the rest go to the graveyard. So this turn, we have a couple of options. We can crack the Candy Trail and then Retriever, sacrifice, get back the Candy Trail, play the Candy Trail. That would be a solid amount of mana. Wow, they have another Refurbished Familiar. I guess I have to get rid of the tower. They play an Ichor Wellspring. Gets in for 6, I'll go to 12. A little bit worried about Galvanic Blasts. Play Myr Retriever. And then I'll play the Chromatic Star I just drew. Crack the star for black. Find a Pactdoll Terror. I'll Viscer's Insight the Myr Retriever. Get back a Chromatic Star. Let's play this Candy Trail. Let's try to find a land on top. We have another Golem Foundry token. Land on top. Okay. We will top and top. Pay 2 mana. Draw a card. Land. Draw a card. And I'm at 18 life. I can make a Golem and block the Myr Enforcer, maybe. I don't know if I want to do that. If I find Ashnod's Altar, I have the Pactdoll Terror loop to just win the game. And then if they have removal, we can make 20 golems, put the Pactdoll Terror back with the Myr Retriever. Okay, they play a Kalikaiz Shaman. I'm not going to make a golem this turn. My turn. I guess I'll check with the Conduit Pylons. Bonder's Ornament. I'll top. Play Chromatic Star. Play a Myr Retriever. I think my goal is to draw some cards, and then we're going to bargain. We're going to sacrifice the Myr Retriever. Getting back Myr Retriever. I think I want to weather the storm here. Storm is currently 3. We draw 2 cards. We find the Ashnod's Altar, so it's over. Play Chromatic Star. It is a little bit frustrating to try to fight through this, but it's definitely doable. And then we will make a golem, sacrifice, make black, show them that I have the Pactdoll Terror. And we found another Myr Retriever, which means I can get the Pactdoll Terror back twice, even if they have like a Galvanic Blast as well. Now we just loop. Combo time. I think there's a high chance that my opponent sacrifices 4 permanents for the Kalikaiz Shaman. Okay, there's 1 permanent. 2. They should probably sacrifice the Myr Enforcer, because it's going to die. But now they're not. Okay, they sacrifice the Myr Enforcer. So, and then they're going to Fanatical. Okay, great. Now they're tapped out. In paper, you would have wanted to just make put infinite counters on this, then put your Pactdoll Terror on the battlefield, then plop them out at instant speed. We'll sacrifice the Pactdoll Terror. Yield to all. Play Myr Retriever. Play another Myr Retriever. And then return the Pactdoll Terror. Okay. Now I can loop the Myr Retriever. And it's really annoying to do this on Magic Online because you have to have exact mana if you're going to use colorless mana and have it autopay. So I'm just going to use the mana to play the Bonder's Ornament and then start looping. So they have 15. Every 3 I cast, I get an extra golem. So we're at 13, effectively 12. So every loop deals 4 damage. So how many loops do I have to do? Every 3 loops is 4 damage. I have to do 9 loops. Okay. We put lethal on the stack. It's almost the storm deck. 2, 1. Got him. Post board, Affinity. We definitely want the Fangrins and we want the Grudges. We're going to cut the crop rotations. I think I will trim 2 spheres. Maybe I'll trim a weather. Let's trim a weather, trim a stirrings. I just want a cantrip. I want the Fangren Marauders to be good. I want my colors to be good. All right. Do we keep? On the draw with the Candy Trail. Of course we keep. Let's see how it goes. Opponent plays a bridge. We have the loop. Oh, I played an expedition map instead of the Candy Trail. That was a mistake. So let's see if we draw a land through a map. Candy Trail. Okay, we will bottom and bottom. Okay, so I'm going to Conduit Pylons and then respond by sacrificing for a power plant. I'll keep the trail on top. We essentially have the full we have the combo to make infinite life. Depends if we get interacted with. They play Kalikaiz Shaman, so they have another land. No other land. Play the plant, and then we just play and crack the map for tower. Bonk. Put in Thought Casts. It cost them 2 mana to do that. They were missing land drops as well. Plays out the Kalikaiz Shaman, or the attack with the Kalikaiz Shaman. So do I just make infinite life? Oh, is this a win? 3, 3, 2. Yep. All right, Golem Foundry. Sick. We just have it on turn 5. Combo time. Hopefully they don't have a Ferryman combo, I suppose. Play Myr Retriever. I've already made a land drop. I'm just going to check the top of my deck with this candy trail. See if I can find something good. Truths. We'll bottom the altar, top the truths, play the expedition map. So we can crack the golem, draw the unexpected truths, unfathomable truths. I keep getting that name wrong. Crack, draw a card. All right, we don't have anything happening. So now I'm just going to loop. We need enough creatures to be able to beat the Karkland Shaman. So you really want to have like 90 counters, which is a lot. Opponent is okaying through everything. I would not do that if I were you, because it's just taking more time. It's like not helping. One thing that I learned from Brian Cook of the Epic Storm was that you want to have life equity, and you're playing Magic to have fun. If you think you're going to lose, there's really no reason to sit there and lose for 45 minutes. I would just move on with my day. As it is. All good. My hand's going to hurt at the end of this, but we'll be fine. I can show you I've set up my windows as efficiently as possible. I have the Myr Retriever, I have my hand on the yes key, then I press the OK with my other finger. Then I just go ahead and click the Myr Retriever, barely moving my hand to click the next retriever. Pretty easy little loop we've got going on. I feel bad for them for clicking OK every single time. That's got to be frustrating. The thing is, it's possible they have a cast into the fire, and then all this would be just mostly for naught. So I'm going to go to 60, I think, and then move on. They let me loop for like 3 minutes without taking any actions, and now they're back to pressing OK. Oh, geez. We're close, though. 12 more goes. Okay, Storm is 70. I have comboed. I'm at 60 golem token counters. So the plan would be to put 24 golems on the 24 power of golems on the table and then swing out. They have to sacrifice their whole board. And then we do it again. Really trying to fade a cast into the fire here. That would be a lot of effort for no reason. When it plays a Thoughtcast, not likely they have a cast in the fire. Now they have 4 artifacts though. If they do have Toxin Analysis, it could make it way better for them, I suppose. But we could just sacrifice all the golems and stuff and they don't gain any life. But 8 golem creations on the stack. It's like Storm. Well, 25 power. I guess I should make one more in case their last card is a Galvanic and they somehow want to like Galvanic and not have to sacrifice. No, they have to chump then, right? This is 21, 24. They have Hydroblast. They run in Hydroblast. Weird. Okay. They play Toxin Analysis. Sure. Alrighty. We will sacrifice the Myr Retriever, returning the Myr Retriever. Then I will sacrifice every golem. Alright, their creature dies. I'll sacrifice my expedition map, grabbing my pylons, make a blue, cast the truths. Alright, take a draw, Fang and Marauder now. Play a land, check the top of the deck, Myr Retriever on top, play a star. We will go sacrifice this spawn, play Myr Retriever. See if I can find my Pactdoll Terror. Make black. Insight the Myr Retriever. Turn Myr Retriever. Find a grudge. Let's just play Myr Retriever. And then grudge your See the Synod. That's the turn. Plays a Thoughtcast. Another land. Do you have a Karkland Shaman? They do. Okay. I'm gonna try to find my thing I need. Oops. Cast Truths. Sacrifice the spawn. Play a sphere. Play a Myr Retriever. Did I take it out? I did not take it out. And then we will go black, draw a card, finding stirrings, insight the Myr Retriever, turn a Myr Retriever, play a candy trail. Didn't find it. Bottom. Let's sacrifice a golem, play the Refractor, draw a card. So their goal here is to time me out, I guess. It's definitely possible. Play a star. Let's see if we can find our creature. Sack, make black, play Myr Retriever, sack Retriever for Retriever. Visitor's Insight, sack the Retriever, get back the other one. Alright, sack. Let's try drawing more cards. Man, this is pretty tough. Let's see. So I can sacrifice and stack my deck kind of with the stirrings. Take this candy trail. 4 cards in the bottom are not the card I want. Opponent. Okay. Guess I will bottom and bottom. Sacrifice, draw, play sphere, make a golem. Sacrifice, draw, make a golem. I think I've seen 6 cards. Play a star. We'll make black, make a golem. Dang it. Used the wrong way. Oh no, I'm just running out of my stuff. Make black. Still have not found it. Sacrifice this map. Come on. Crazy. Well, now I have double Golem Foundry. Brittle. Alright, I'm going to pass. We'll get rid of lands and then a stirrings. One plays a wellspring. So now what I need to do is kind of value into them. I play a Myr Enforcer. Another one. All the enforcers. And step a golem. There we go, finally. Black. Play Pactdoll Terror. Sacrifice Retriever for Retriever. Okay, sacrifice the Pactdoll Terror. Play Myr Retriever. Return the Pactdoll Terror. Make black. I guess I just play Myr Retriever. Play the Pactdoll Terror. This is like really a thing. So 3 minutes on clock. How do I win in 3 minutes? Play Bonder's Ornament. They kill all their creatures. Retriever will return Retriever. Sacrifice the Golem. And then sacrifice the Pactdoll Terror. Okay, so my new plan, after all their Crow Clan shenanigans, especially with this timeout absurdity, you know, which is what they are allowed to do, is to slap down my Fangren Marauder and all my golems, and then try to attack. And then they play a Nile Spellbomb, of course. They're going to Galvanic Blast my Myr Retriever. I will sacrifice, I'll make it and sacrifice a golem, and then grudge to sacrifice to kill their Spellbomb. They have 0 cards in hand. So if they sacrifice a Spellbomb, I can get back the Pactdoll Terror, and then I can just play the Pactdoll Terror. No, because I still want to put all the golems on the table this turn. And yes, and we're going to go ahead and sacrifice this Myr Retriever, return, I guess, Pactdoll Terror. Gotta find a way to win in 2 minutes because that's the way things are done around here. They get to draw a card. We'll discard the Weather Storm. Put some golems on the table. We'll slam this Pactdoll Terror down. Grudge the Refurb. Has Ancient Stirrings. Looking for, I guess, Myr Retriever is a thing. Then we'll go green. Grudge my Refractor. Trying to get them to 15. Play Myr Retriever. This should be lethal now. Wow. I thought I would have all this extra time today to do things, but, you know, sometimes it happens like this. I love to, you know, I think my favorite thing to stay in chat after this is going to be both sides tried hard. I feel like both sides did try hard. I'm happy for them. Make a golem. When it's at 15, now we have exactly lethal. Any more artifacts? We'll make black. Play the Blood Fountain. Put you to 12. Attack all. Have a blessed day, Shunzera. We'll see everybody in round 4. Definitely going to have to take a break before I get back in there. Alright, round 4. We're versus a very red man. I think they've been playing a ton of elves lately. I don't know if I can afford to mulligan this hand, though, so I am going to try keeping. We have Candy Trail Mine Tower. That is pretty good at setting up. Postboard, okay, Jund Wildfire. That is a much better matchup for me than elves. Let's start with Candy Trail and check the top of the deck. We have a trail and a weather. We probably don't need the weather. I can top the Candy Trail. And then maybe I play the tower and they wildfire my tower. They play a Gixian Infiltrator. So Gixian is definitely a way for them to like go over the top, and maybe a reason to have kept the wildfire. I'll crack for green after playing a sphere. Stirrings, looking for a power plant. Find the power plant. So that's Tron. Just fading wildfire for a while here would be good. And we're not going to fade the wildfire. They're trying to figure out if they want to go after the tower or the mine. They know I just pulled the power plant. They go after the tower. Okay, so in 2 turns, we'll have Tron back. They go landscape. That gives them a 3/2 attack with. By cracking the landscape, we'll go to 17. We'll play power plant. Play out Candy Trail. Myr Retriever, Pactdoll. I don't think I want the Pactdoll. I think I'm okay to take the Myr Retriever. We'll crack the Candy Trail. Draw the Myr Retriever and pass the turn. They play out a Dross Forge Bridge. My client's kind of lagging. Okay, they played a Refurb. I'm going to discard my Swamp. If they're savvy, they will know that I have maybe not that many Swamps left in the deck. Let's go for Sphere, Refractor, draw a card. Play, going to, let's see. The option is play Myr Retriever, or I can, I really want to like Ghost Stirrings. It's only 5 damage right now. Let's play this Myr Retriever out. Play the Blood Fountain out. And then pass the turn. Planning on sacrifice for black, sacrifice Myr Retriever, return Candy Trail. Our opponent plays an Eviscerer's Insight, sacrificing their land. I do like that they sacrifice their land. Having them have fewer lands in play means fewer actions they can take. They might just have a removal spell for the Myr Retriever. They could also have a Spell Bomb. We can fight through like 1 Spell Bomb. I'll block with the Myr Retriever. Make black mana. Drawing Bonder's Ornament. Eviscerer's Insight. I will get the Candy Trail. We draw a map. We draw a Power Plant. And they're passing. Let's Power Plant. Play Candy Trail. See what's on top. We have multiple stirrings here. Eviscerer's Insight and a Swamp. I will bottom the Swamp. I'll top the Eviscerer's Insight. We'll draw a card. Play Bonder's Ornament. Play Expedition Map. Let's make green and stirrings. We find Myr Retriever. So that's my looping. And I think I'm passing here. All right, let's pass. This is 6 damage. They Fanatical land, so they have 7 damage now. I'm probably going to have to crack the Candy Trail. Plays out a Vault of Whispers. Magic Online is not rendering these card arts. Okay, Limbus. They scry and draw. At the moment, I'm not sure if I should Eviscerer's Insight the Blood token. If I should Eviscerer's Insight the Expedition map. They Wildfire to ramp. So 7 damage. I can Insight the map and then discard with the Blood token. 7 damage coming in. Trying to think about how I can get the most bang for my buck. If I sacrifice the Expedition map, I should reshuffle my library, which means I didn't see altars yet, and we might not see them. I think I will crack the Candy Trail, finding a star. So let's pass the turn. We go to 14. I have a Power Plant on top. I'll play out a star. Make green mana. We're looking for altar and Golem Foundry. We find a Myr Retriever Candy Trail. I'll take the Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail. Truths and a tower. I guess both of these are okay. Top, draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Unfathomable Truths. I still can't say this word. Now I have Myr Retriever, altar. So I can play the altar. I have the Myr Retriever loop going. Play out the Ashnod's altar. Then I will pass. I'm just hoping to not get killed by this Gixian. It's 7 damage right now. My plan is to block, sacrifice, and then Insight, sacrificing the Expedition map, Blood token away something not relevant. Probably Blood token discarding the Expedition map. They play a Forest. They've got a Writhing Chrysalis. 4 cards in hand. They can also Eviscerate Insight something, but they don't have 5 mana right now. Maybe they are going to cast down my creature. They don't have red mana, so they can't wipe the entire board. They map onto the Gixian, revealing a Refurbished Familiar. They can maybe like sacrifice something. Right, they're going to get in. Go to blocks. Block with the spawn. Sacrifice the spawn, which adds 2 mana instead of just 1. Visitor has Insight. Sacrifice the Expedition map. We find the Weather Storm. Blood token. Discard Expedition map. Okay, so I have infinite life now. Let's start with Candy Trail. Power Plant Weather. We don't want the weather. We don't want the Power Plant. Let's draw. I could also, let's play Chromatic Star. And then I can sacrifice the star. Draw 3 cards. Drawing another tower. Let's draw off the Candy Trail. Another Weather the Storm. Play tower. Play Myr Retriever. Sacrifice Retriever for Retriever. Combo time. Let's see. My opponent knows me, so I'll ask them. I have to loop for a little while here. They said they would scoop to weather. I'll cast the Weather Storm. Thank you very much. You are one chill dude. Thank you. Hero of the ages. Thank you. Oh my goodness. We're going to bring in the Ancient Grudges. So the same situation happens in this matchup as in the Affinity matchup, where we don't really want to be fighting through Krark-Clan Shaman on their side, so we do need the Pactdoll Terror. I can probably afford to cut like one. We have to bring in the Grudges. I don't think Fangren Marauder is going to necessarily be the best way to fight through them. Weather Storm, once we have the loop, seems good. I think I just trim on the spheres. I'm not sure if that's the right play, but that's going to be my play. I want to keep the crop rotations. Usually versus a mid-range deck, I would cut the crop rotations, but I want to keep them because of their wildfires. So here we have double Weather Storm, which is not amazing, but I have Candy Trail, 2 Tron lands, and Myr Retriever. So we're keeping. They lead on a bridge. I'll play out my mine. We find mine in a swamp. I think I bottom both, mostly because I don't want the basic in my hand. That makes Wildfire way better for them, and I would rather have another different land. We play a Gixian land. I'll attempt to draw a card. We draw Stirrings, a second Gixian Infiltrator, and a Twisted Landscape. So that's a lot of power. I'll get in for 3 after sacrificing. Best draw for me is probably Power or what else? Not Map. Double Retriever. That's kind of medium. I probably should have kept the 1 mine. They play an Ichor Wellspring. I'll get in. I'm definitely blocking. Did not find a land. Play the map. This is so bad. I'm going to bottom both and then play the trail and then bottom both. I think I'm just going to go to the next game. Let's see what's on top of the deck. Tower was the next draw. Yeah, I just don't think it was going to get there. Let's see. Draw some more cards. My hand was too slow. So the Weather Storms in my opener were poor. I think I will bring back in the spheres and just cut one of the Grudges and cut one of the Stirrings. It's so tough. Cut 1 Weather on the play. Cannot keep it. Oh man. So if you were willing to take a risk, you could keep this hand. I think I should mulligan again. All right, let's keep. We'll get rid of Sphere, Prop, play mine, and Star. The worrisome thing here would be a Krark-Clan, not a Krark, but let's play a Star out. A Refurbished Familiar would be a bummer at the moment. They play a Forest. They Wildfire my land. So that gives me the ability to Eviscer's Insight my sphere, or my star. Let's Insight the Star, draw 3 cards. We draw a Power Plant, play out Candy Trail, Refractor Power Plant. So I think I just top both. I have another Insight in hand. Are they going to Wildfire again? They play an Ichor Wellspring. Play land, or play the Energy Refractor, drawing the Power Plant, and then I'll pass. I have the option to crack the Candy Trail or to Eviscer's Insight the Chromatic Star. I think I want to crack the Candy Trail because if I draw another land, I could Eviscer's Insight. They have a Writhing Chrysalis. See what else they do. Nothing? Okay, I will attempt to draw 3 cards. Draw Truths, an Ornament, and a Tower. Nice. Okay, well, let's play the Ornament. Play out Myr Retriever. I have the Eviscer's Insight in the graveyard. I can Insight the Myr Retriever on blocks to get back a star. They have another Wildfire. So I'm going to float mana and then fetch my land, and then Eviscer's Insight, which gives me less of a chance to draw a basic. Sacrifice Myr Retriever, will return Star. I also still have the 2 crops in my deck. There's mine and a Power Plant. They have another Wildfire. That would be really bad. Plays a Refurbished Familiar. I'll get rid of this Power Plant then. The fact that I have this swamp in my hand is so bad. Troublemaker Oof. To get rid of my Ornament? Okay, that's definitely not great. They're getting in. I have crop rotation. Will crop. Tower. Play mine. Can play Star. Make blue. Draw 3 cards. Let's play out play Expedition Map. And then draw a card. And then I'm going to pass. My Expedition Map can be sacrificed to get a tower. Then they're maybe not going to bother me with the Wildfires anymore. A Fanatical Offering. Plays a Wellspring. They play a Lembas. After sacrificing a spawn, no colored sources left. Goes bottom. Maybe they're looking for a Nile Spellbomb. I'm hoping to fade a Nile Spellbomb at the moment. They find a Nile Spellbomb. So do I block? I think I do block. I am going to crack. I'm going to grab the tower. I'm at 17. Tower. Play the Golem Foundry. Play Chromatic Sphere. Make a blue. Draw a card. Play Chromatic Star. I need to be able to find Blood Fountain or Grudge if I'm going to be able to take out or win the game this turn. Draw 3. Drawing 1 card as a power plant. We have a Pactdoll Terror. I'm going to play the Pactdoll Terror because if they have a removal spell, maybe they'll kill the Pactdoll Terror instead of killing my other creatures. All right, your turn. I'm out of card draw, which is definitely a problem. Opponent plays Writhing Chrysalis. 2 mana. Wildfire. Okay, I shuffle my library. That's unfortunate. Sacrificing. They kill my Pactdoll Terror. Gets in for 8 damage. All right, we have to take it, I think. I'm going to check the top of the deck with the Conduit Pylons. Looking for something amazing. Don't need another Ashnod's Altar. Play Energy Refractor. I should have probably played the Expedition map and cracked it first. We draw a Chromatic Star. Play Expedition map. Crack the Expedition map. Grab another Pylons. Play Star. Crack for red. Well, the other option is I can just force the Nile Spellbomb and then I have another draw off the Star. Don't know what the best play is. I'll crack for red. Drawing a Golem Foundry. So we'll play Golem Foundry. Play Ashnod's Altar. Then sacrifice the Golem. Play a Myr Retriever. I can play... The Myr Retriever doesn't get me anything back though, which is the annoying part. I'm just going to keep the Myr Retriever here for blocking. If they have another Troublemaker Oof to exile the Ashnod's Altar, I'm pretty toast. They're attacking in. I'll make 2 golems. We're going to block and double block the other one on the Chrysalises. Myr Retriever is going to target Myr Retriever. Spellbomb gets cracked. Yep. They don't have anything. We have the Blood Fountain. Oh, that was 1 away. All right, let's play Conduit Pylons and check the top of the deck. Truth's on top. I'll play the Blood Fountain. I might be able to win here. I have to be able to beat what? Now I can't. I now have to attack. I can make infinite life again, I guess. I'll discard my swamp. 1, 2, 4, 5. I'll play this Unfathomable Truths. Find the Ancient Grudge. I'll play Candy Trail. Ornament Retriever. So top, draw a card, cast Myr Retriever. Can we do it? Can we win the game? Sacrifice Myr Retriever. Turn Candy Trail. Play Myr Retriever. Okay, we're looping now. Make black. Sacrifice. Attempt to get back my 2 Myr Retrievers. If they have a second Fairy Macabre, I lose. They didn't have a second Fairy Macabre. All right. And then, wow, we even get to get back. We're going to sacrifice, play Myr Retriever. Sacrifice for the Blood Fountain. Play Myr Retriever. Opponent was super kind. They gave us a GG. No timeouts on this one. Thank you so much. You are the hero. We'll see everybody in round 5. Round 5. We are keeping. Any 2-land Tron hand is great. It can get better, but it's pretty good. Opponent leads on a Goblin Tomb Raider. We find Weather the Storm. Okay. It's not over yet. We have Power Plant, Tower, Altar, Tower as well. I think I have to bottom both of these. So our plan is to gain 2 life, draw a card this turn. They play Synthesizer. They seem to be on a Sly version of the deck or a Rally Red version. They don't have a second land. They get in for 2. I'll go to 18. We have Tron. We're just going to gain 3 draw. We have Ancient Stirring. So I can go Ornament, Sphere, Stirrings, Weather. If I find a 1-drop, I can go Ornament, Sphere, Stirrings, 1-drop Weather, which is a lot. They get in for 2. We have Truths. Let's play the Ornament. How much am I building up to a Storm turn? I think I might save it, actually. Let's just pass. They don't have any real threats. They just have a 2/2. But they're not dancing. Ha! Bad joke. Well, they scooped to Tron. Okay. We are definitely bringing in the Fengen Marauder. We're bringing in the Krark Clan Shaman. So this post-board game comes down to just wiping the board over and over. We don't need the Ashnod's Altar. We don't need the Golem Foundry. We need to make 2 more cuts. It could be the Bonder's Ornament, but I feel like that's a little sketchy. The Pactdoll Terror I don't think is required, and it's a bit slow, so I think I'll trim that. And then we can have to make 1 more cut. Maybe it is the Ornament, just because it's the most expensive colored source. And Truths is good if I get there. I probably just want to cut top end. I'll cut the Truths. Okay, let's keep. Turn 3 Tron could be good. Our opponent might be playing something like Raise or Cast into the Fire to deal with the Expedition map. That would mean on turn, they're going Gorilla Shaman. But that doesn't stop my Expedition map from turn 1. So we will immediately Power Plant map. They won't be able to kill this map until they have 3 mana. If they're relying on Gorilla Shaman for artifacts, I think I'm in a good spot because it's not that powerful against my deck. It's good against artifact lands because it costs just a single mana to destroy a 0 cost. They have a Burning Tree. We're playing against Rally Red. Into Ren's Resolve. Rally the Hornburg Mountain. I have a mine. I will pass the turn. I'm thinking about grabbing my Conduit Pylons to try to get this Fanged Marauder on the table. They'll probably just play the Rally, but they might want to go after my Expedition map. That would be a mistake because I can crack it in response. They play the Rally. That means next turn they could have lethal damage. Uh-oh. And the Fanged Marauder's not gaining a lot of life at the moment. There's nothing to crack. I'd have to play the Canny Trail and leave it on the table. It's really not going to work. Sacrifice. Grab Conduit Pylons. I have a map. So let's play Tower. Play Trail. Clan Shaman. Yeah, we definitely want that. We will bottom and top. And then sacrifice. I think I'm going to play the map out. Maybe the Clan Shaman's not good enough at the moment. They have a lightning bolt. I might be dead. Yeah, the Clan Shaman might just be bad in this position. A 1-drop would be my best. So I could play out the Fanged Marauder and then sacrifice the Expedition map. If they pay 3 mana to crack the map, then I'm feeling maybe okay. Bushwhackers. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Dead to a bolt. I'm at 3. Lycono Pylons. I think I have to try to Eviscerate Insight the Expedition map and then draw into Colored Source Weather, like Canny Trail. Wow, we got there. Unreal. So we will top, play Star, crack for green, and then gain. I'm at 15. They have a Voldair and Epicure. I guess if they have another Bushwhacker, I'm dead. They get in. I'm at 8. They didn't have Bolt before. They go after the Canny Trail. Play Tower, play the Fanged Marauder, play the Myr Retriever. They didn't respond, so if they crack the blood token, I gain 5 life. We're going to block, I guess, Gorilla Shaman, Burning Tree would gain me 5 life. And then next turn, I will get back an artifact to sacrifice the Clan Shaman. All right, we'll block and block. Okay, I go to 4, try to get back Chromatic Star, try to gain 5 life, and they have a Galvanic. Okay, so I am dead. Maybe the correct play would have been to go Myr Retriever, Clan Shaman, sacrifice the Shaman to get back the Chromatic, or the Canny Trail. Alright, we'll try again. On the play. Mulligan, 1 land, Canny Trail, multiple Weather Storms. We have a map. This is how we die. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this is a lot better. Oh, we have to mulligan a bunch though. Keep, get rid of, Star, actually cancel. Well, I basically want to have these 4 cards, and then I guess also the Myr Retriever. I'll put back Clan Shaman and Star, because this allows me to play out a Star, turn 2, sacrifice it to draw 3, turn 3, play out the Myr Retriever to get back the Star. This is just the most cards I can see. Leads on a Tomb Raider. We find Bonder's Ornament. I guess I will pass. Now I hold discard or sacrifice and draw. Weather the Storm, Canny Trail, Stirrings, and then they have a Rally. Brutal. I'm looking to draw land. We draw a Tower. Play land. Play Canny Trail. Stirrings and Ornament. We're going to bottom. Draw a card. Another Retriever. Not that good. They're getting in for 6 again. We'll go to 8. Or 9. This is how Tron dies. You just mulligan because you don't have enough lands. Then you can't keep the cards you want. Double Galvanic would kill me right now. Okay, so I have nothing. The only thing I can do is try to Stirrings for a power plant to put a Myr Retriever on the table. We find the power plant. Okay, so we're taking 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead to a bolt. Dead to a many things. Opponent's thinking, trying to figure it out. They correctly recognize that I am dead to the lightning bolt. GG. So in the end, even though I tried to make the deck more consistent, we floundered. Our mulligans can get us, which is just very difficult. I'm not sure the correct play to get past that, but a lot of the times things went really well. So I was happy. I felt like Ornament did have a lot of value, and I think that this build was pretty solid. So let me know what you thought. I will see you in the next video.